Did he just kick you?
He kicked my girlfriend.
I'm so sorry.
What the fuck? Is that Josh?
Josh, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're losing it, bro. You gotta apologize to these people.
Never.
What?
You think you're there for the little place?
Josh, you're kicking people you don't even know. Leave them alone, Josh. Why are you kicking that car?
I think it's safe to say that Mr. Joshua Block has officially entered his Daniel Larson era antics now, because this is just completely crazy. I did not expect this, especially knowing the shenanigans that happened just one night before this, where Joshua had screamed the N-word in public towards just some random guy telling him to knock it off. And now we're reaching like assaulting people. World of T-shirts is a really disgusting human being. I think he is on Daniel Larson's level. Now, let me explain. He has a very full of himself mentality. You know, kind of the same way how Daniel Larson thought he was like a celebrity and he could do this stuff. But I'd say Joshua Block is far more worse in that effect, because at least with Daniel Larson, it was more like affecting himself rather than Joshua Block, who actually does have some level of popularity around him, you know what I mean? And it's not even like just the whole like he's a locale and stuff like this, because he's very well known in New York. But recently, he's been losing his goddamn mind. Now, I understand that Mr. World of T-shirts has done a lot more bad things in the past. You know what I mean? He said racist stuff in the past. He's like stomped on a fish. But assaulting people now and kicking and standing on cars. I'm going to play the next video and just keep this in mind that this guy, this is just Daniel Larson 2.0 now.
What the fuck are you doing, Josh?
I'm damaging his car.
Whose car? Josh, get the fuck off that car, you lunatic.
I'm not a lunatic.
Josh, what the fuck is wrong with you? You gotta take care of yourself better, Josh. You're losing it. Get off this person's car.
Okay.
Why would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that?
Because of what he said.
What did he say? Put the fries in the bag? Josh,
Ow!
you don't even know whose car this is.
Oh!
Now you broke your hand? Holy shit, you're so fucked up, Josh. Josh, you're taking a week off.
No.
Yes!
Please.
Yes!
No.
Yes.
You know it's bad when even Mr. Bass is wondering what the fuck are you doing? You know it's really bad when it gets to this point. And I really gotta say, this is actually the first time I actually heard Mr. Bass being almost angry at World of T-shirts. Normally like in other streams and stuff, he kind of just yells at World of T-shirts, telling him to knock it off. And most of the time he's just kind of like a bootlicker to World of T-shirts. Like there's sometimes you can tell, like I remember watching the stream yesterday when Joshua was making a music video, which was Forever Drunk. It's so garbage. But going back to my point, basically, if you're at that video, you can just tell Mr. Bass is he's very slowly but surely getting annoyed. And it's at this point, I think a lot of people are starting to notice. He's starting to question, is it worth it taking care of this complete and utter idiot? In kind of my view, I gotta really do say this, like this has to be, something has to change now. Like he's stomping on cars now, he's yelling at people, kicking women and kicking like just random people walking on the street. Like, it's just, I mean, and not to mention that, like, he kicked a woman now. I mean, a few streams back, he literally ran and chased a woman, all for saying, oh yeah, put the fries in the bag. That's his kryptonite. That's what he doesn't want to hear, is being told, put the fries in the bag. Because you know what? Mr. World of T-shirts is the king of New York. He owns the place. He got famous licking the floors of Subways. And now he really is just crashing out on a like daily basis now. And I see a lot of people, not to play devil's advocate here, but like I see a lot of people criticizing Mr. Based for like this, like, oh yeah, oh, Mr. Bass is recording it and he's causing all these kind of freakouts and stuff. This Joshua Block has been doing this for a very long time. And look, I'm not defending Mr. Bass. I think Mr. Bass is, you know, he's not very, he's a horrible man. You know what I mean? These two should not be together. Like, a world of T-shirts, in my view, has to be institutionalized or has to go through some next level detox with this alcoholism he's suffering from. But going back to my point, I see a lot of people saying that it's unironically Mr. Bass's fault that he's being like put in these positions and stuff like this. But Joshua Block was already well known for doing random shit like this, like jumping in the Hudson River, I think that's what it's called, I'm not too sure. Stomping on a dead fish, like saying racial slurs before that. You know, I mean, there's a whole bunch of videos already showing that this guy has already been mentally unstable. So these people saying that, oh, this is all Mr. Bass fault, you're being a bit disingenuous, because a lot of this is on World of T-shirts. You should look at this guy the same way people looked at Daniel Larson.
I think this is the wake-up call that I've been needing.
Oh, God bless you. You couldn't have said something more perfect. Say it again.
This is a wake-up call that I've been needing.
Yes, it is.
I had this video ready to upload. However, I had trouble getting the gaming part. And I thought I'd wait one day. Surely nothing else will happen. But it seems as if World of T-shirts is finally going to go get some help. He's finally going to go to rehab, and he's finally going to try and stop this charade already. And I'm going to say this right now. I'm quite happy to see that outcome. I actually had to delete a whole bunch of like commentary from this video, because it's just me kind of saying what they need to like do something about this. And it appears that they have. So it seems as if World of T-shirts is going to go to rehab. However, one thing is worth mentioning is just how depressed Josh looked on the stream. I actually watched the stream last night, and throughout it, this guy kept bringing up the whole incident, saying, oh, do they have a right to like sue him, or is he going to get arrested and stuff like this? And apparently the car owner was in a Discord call for around 3 hours trying to get the police to press charges on World of T-shirts. However, they weren't able to do so. Apparently, this is coming from Mr. Bass, by the way. It's like, you never know what happens. However, nothing has really happened ever since then. It's just that the car owner has come forward on the Reddits basically saying, that car was mine. Just my luck. I was there to chill outside and he jumped on my car. I showed the Discord proof. Holy fuck, he's getting arrested. Should I call police? I went to Jason and he said, go fuck myself. Now, apparently, this is actually true. This has actually happened, and I have no clue what's going to happen from this. Again, this guy does want to press charges, but I don't know. I don't know if going on Reddit and just asking people if he should press charges would be the best evasive action here. Look, I'm going to say this right now. If this is true and Mr. Bass told this guy who had a legit reason to be quite angry at them, like surely some level of compensation, even if the car wasn't damaged, still jumping on someone's car and just being on the car is like, you have to do something to make up for that. You can't just be like doing that shit and be like, oh, buddy's drunk. Oh no, buddy's autistic. It's like, I see this behavior all the time where people, you know, they jump on cars and stuff like this, and they may not damage the vehicle, but do they not see that as annoying? Do they not see that as being like destructive to the person just simply driving their car? It's just scum, really. It's just scum. And the fact that Mr. Bass is like over here telling this guy to go fuck himself for having a legit reason for like wanting to like, you know, I don't know. This is just so stupid. I do gotta say, watching the live stream last night was probably the most like it gave me weird vibes. Like, it wasn't exactly cringy, because Josh was just like completely worrying. Like, wasn't like doing the Josh like stims and stuff like this. He was just like zoned out, thinking about like, oh yeah, if he's gonna get charges, he kept asking Mr. Bass, will he get arrested and stuff like this. And Mr. Bass kept reassuring him, like, no, you're not going to get arrested. And it's just, Mr. Bass has now got this kind of hero complex that also, like, Michael Quinn used to have. And, like, I'm just going to say that, like, Michael Quinn was someone that I could not stand. Like, he just has one of those faces and, like, one of these personalities where I'm like, just shut the fuck up. Like, you're just using this autistic guy for whatever clout or whatever, like, you want. And Mr. Bass is doing the exact same thing. And now he's trying to portray himself as like, oh, I'm helping Josh get the help he needs. If he really cared about Josh, he would have got this help a long time ago. Like, it's just these carers and these like managers and these like people that like surround themselves around these locals. They're sometimes even more worse than the locals themselves, to be honest with you. I'm really happy to see Josh finally get help. Again, we have to wait and see, because you never know, it could be something completely different. You never know, he may not even get help. But I'm glad to see that maybe this is a step in the right direction. But it's whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do enjoy covering this topic. If anything news happens, I'll let you guys know. And yeah, bye guys.